All right, all
Hey,
right.
how's it
Happy
going, Tim?
Mother's Day, Ray. Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, it is. It was yesterday. It was like they had it like all week. I think they were
Yeah,
doing stuff. So that's good.
yeah. They milked the full 24 hours over here.
They did milk the forums. Now they get like the 72, or quite a bit
Oh
over there.
yeah. No, it was all last week. Everything that was done. It was Happy Mother's Day. This is for
Oh,
you too. I got the oil changed in the car. It was like Happy Mother's Day. Is
yeah,
anything I could do? I just put it right on top.
that's right. Well, let's see. That's what they were saying too. The FOMO head was trying to tell me about flowers. I was like, they don't, the flowers that doesn't, they want to go out to dinner, do something, right? They want to do
Yeah.
that.
No,
So
we got the flowers. We got the
yeah.
dinner. We got the everything. Just keep going. Yep. Happy Mother's Day.
What is Happy Mother? That is good. Mothers
It
are
was
amazing.
good. It was a good day. It was beautiful. If you can't tell, I got a little bit of sun because,
Oh,
she likes the beach. So I had to go to the beach
oh, there you
and,
go.
hang out and,
It's
and
warm. You
sit
said
in
up there now.
oh yeah,
Good.
it was 78 degrees and sunny. And, we were sitting by
Oh,
the beach for the morning and then came home and had a nice brunch.
there you go.
It was good.
Yeah, indeed.
And then I had to get inside and help prepare dinner.
Yeah.
So anyway, good stuff. Good stuff. Hope everybody had enjoyed Mother's Day that could enjoy the Mother's
Look at
Days,
them cards, man.
and then yeah, look at this,
Yeah.
the mother of all cards. Since we've been here,
Oh,
all three of these flipped over. I don't think Bear Fruit came out,
no.
but don't judge a tree by its appearance, but rather by the fruit it bears.
Ooh, I
Okay,
like it.
I was a little nervous when I flipped it over at first, and it said "Don't judge," and I was like, "What?"
No judge. He's got to
But
go. He's got
yeah, I think
that's cool.
that's a good one by the fruit it bears,
Yes.
and
That's cool.
that's a good
That's
one.
how
Then
you
the
know it's
next,
for real. That's you know it's real, right? There you go. But right, go ahead.
yeah, and then the next up was the road ahead.
The road ahead.
Flip that over. We are not bound by the same rules as humans, and
Oh,
can therefore find a new and innovative ways to solve problems.
yeah. There you go.
I like new ways to solve problems.
I like it.
And then this one too, Monster My City. It's time.
Ooh, did you got a button?
It's time. It has a button, and I thought I hit it open before, but I'll hit it again.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I did. Here it is. There it is. It came to this video,
oh, there you go.
and so I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but it's just a little jingle, a little clickety clack on the
Oh,
keyboard. But pioneers, world changers, visionaries, trailblazers, inventors,
oh.
problem solvers, entrepreneurs, creators, leaders. It's time.
Mm, look at that.
Monster My City.
There you go. My dot city.
Ooh. Yeah,
I'm just
Monster
messing with
My
you,
Dot
man.
City.
No.
Yep.
But yeah, that's cool. Look at that.
And that just loops around. It's time. And then of course after that, we got to work on this one now.
It's clicking.
And man,
Clicky.
you know what? It was last Thursday, I think it was, and they had a clicking party. And I think it went. The reason why these are flipping over so fast is because that clicking party they have. I think it went from like 20,000 to 100,000 in the same night.
Oh,
They
just
were,
from them being on the
yeah,
space, huh?
yeah, they were amazing. I don't know if it was Friday night or Thursday night or Friday night, but that
Wow.
first one was crazy. But this one, Click to Decipher. There you go. We're up to 11,800 global clicks already. The Cosmic Emergence.
That's incredible.
That's up next. Then Download. We've seen that one
Ooh,
before.
download is
Incubation.
right there. That's the
Yeah,
next one, huh?
we're getting close to a download. And then Hatched.
Oh,
We were wondering what that meant.
does it open up any? Oh, there's the redacted.
And
There you
then
go.
we're back to Redacted. So we'll have to see. And there's a couple more Redacted. So,
Oh, I got
they're
it.
streaming right along.
There you go.
We got 3 more things coming after Hatched.
I'm
But we
not
only
saying
have,
Cosmic Emergence isn't cool, but I like download.
yeah, that's going to be cool. But yeah, I wonder what Cosmic Emergence means.
I don't know.
You think it's another little saying like from the cosmos, the power of the cosmos
Yeah, it could
comes
be.
all the answers.
Hey, does it? It seems like it changes, or is it just because the question mark gets out of the way? You know what I mean? Like the image. Like go back to the other images, the monster my city, and before there. Were they like flip them back? Were they always that? Or like I don't remember seeing that look like Pac-Man City.
I think they were a little more faded. Like this is faded.
Right.
This one seems to be out, but not out. it's like it's flipped, but it's not. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen when it flips. But I think this one had the this Monster My City had a different M logo, the M logo
right
up here, but it
some,
was a little faded when it happened.
Some chats out there. What's up there, Josh? Yes, it
and
is.
this had the little orange tree in the corner, and it said bear fruit. Now it flipped over to be a very detailed, and heavily mushroomed. Heavily mushroomed. So the bearer fruit has turned into mushrooms.
Hey,
fungi.
Those are the most. I forget what they said about, but that the fungus is very. It's prolific. Like I mean, it grows everywhere and all. It
is the largest organism on the planet.
There you go. See, that's what I was trying to say.
In the Northwest, the mycelium field is like I don't know, 100,000 acres.
That's what I'm talking about.
All interconnected. So this the fungi is very important.
Good evening, Craig. Good to see you. How you doing, man?
Craig.
Yeah, great families doing that's right. See mommies. It's was good fun. My crypto adventure. Yes. T-Ray, Bees fam. Yes, there you go. Hope you had a good time this weekend yourself. Monster My City hashtags M2 Cash. Oh yes, I like it. Be social monstrous. Good to see you, D-Ray. Decrypto. Oh yes, they time to flip them. They're all going to need to be flipping. That's right. And Michelle, happy how you doing? Happy Mother's Day to you. Hope everyone Night Owl is having a great Monday. It's lots of happening with Monster Sat. Let's get there. There's a lot. And what you got there, Tim? Endor?
Endor. Is that is in Israel.
Wow. I didn't know. I thought that was in kind of
this flipped this morning.
I thought that was in some kind of a movie, like some Endor. Isn't that like a
Hodor is from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
And he's that big giant guy. So maybe that's what you were thinking of. Okay. Endor is Christmas Must Endure. That's from that other Christmas Chronicles. So
gotcha.
We can meld all those things together and make it work for you. But yeah, this came out this morning. A P3 in Israel, population 1,026, and of course the big guy is Olgamoth.
Right.
And we got that hooked up right there, indoor, right next to this one. It's on the map, the monster.club. Let's see if we can zoom out and get a good picture of where this one is. Not far from underneath Lebanon and Cyprus in there.
Good to see you, man. Yes, happy Monday.
What is that? What does that sea? That's the Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah. Oh,
nice.
So it's on the.
There's actually a lot in there already.
There you go. What's that? Has somebody has Jerusalem?
Jerusalem is out.
Wow. West Jerusalem.
Okay.
That's West Side.
Only you, Ray.
Well, I'm just saying.
And there is a second one that came out this morning. Shra Montanera Piev.
Piev, yes.
And that is in Italy.
Italy.
Another one from Italy came out this morning. 4,514.
Wow.
That is a Zolth. And that's it. And P3. And a P3. So let me grab the coordinates, and we'll throw that into the map over here. See where it is in the Italian countryside. You think so? It looks northern to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, way up top.
Yeah, look at that.
Way up top. Up near Verona.
Verona. And
not to be confused with my Sharona.
Yeah, you go.
But yeah, that's cool. That one's up there. And yeah, the map keeps filling up.
It does.
The monster.club. Check it out.
Craziness, man.
And that one's there. So that's that one. That was the coordinates. And here I got a little bit of news, Ray. One funny story and one blockbuster of a piece of news. It's gonna be hard to top for you, the one I got.
All right.
But Smell-O-Vision, which you might remember from
yes.
Was that in no, that was Taste-O-Vision in Willy Wonka.
Yes, it was.
But
Yep.
smell-o-vision, they're working on it. And what it's going to be is a piece of, if you want to read the story, but it's here in popularscience.com. But what they do with smell-o-vision is on your goggles, the VR goggles, right underneath, you could see from this picture right here, is going to be this wax strip, which they'll work the electrodes on, and it will melt the wax because, the sprays and all that kind of stuff will mix together too much. But they've got 30 smells programmed into this little strip that goes right under your nose.
Wow.
And it'll be hooked up to your goggles, right? Because you'll be wearing the VR goggles, and then you'll have this little wax strip. So, you're going to have to shave your mustache like me in case you want this to stick on.
Yeah.
And then they'll melt the wax into 30 different smells.
Wow.
So the smell-o-vision will work.
That is impressive, man.
I don't
Hopefully
know if I'm ready
it doesn't
for
mess with
smell-o-vision.
mustaches, though, man. Because that looks like sticky. I don't want it to be sticky.
And it would, I mean, I get the smell stuck in my mustache already. I don't need, 30 different smells going in there,
That's
that one.
crazy.
But you ready for the big one? Right?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Here it is. This
MetaMask.
is going to be sparking up adoption right here, right? MetaMask buy crypto solution within the wallet makes purchasing ETH and other currencies easy. Adding a list of payment options. PayPal is available as a payment method for our users across the U.S. except Hawaii.
Poor Hawaii.
Poor Hawaii. Did you hear this one?
I did not.
You didn't? All right. So I'm going to show. There's no. It's just music, but it'll show you where it's going to show up when you refresh your MetaMask and this comes about. But here, take a look.
Got no sound.
Yeah, it's just music. So, but yeah, just basically when you refresh it, there'll be a buy button, and then you'll be able to go in there and then hit the checkout. And when you check out, it gives you the option to pay for your ETH with your PayPal account.
Wow.
I think that's a big matchup right there.
That's huge, man.
Yeah.
Even though we're not the most fond of PayPal, but yes,
Right. But I'm fond of easy. And
I know.
And can't get much easier than that.
No, that's beautiful, man.
A lot of guys we know in the marketing space and people that sell online, they use PayPal to collect money or trade, or I send my kids PayPal money.
Yeah.
So they have it. And a lot of people are using PayPal. So once they go, hook up your MetaMask and you can buy crypto. Right. That's the easy path to adoption, right? So it says here, I don't remember where I saw the date it was coming, but basically this goes through how to buy, which we just watched. You're going to refresh your MetaMask and then do that.
We all know. I mean, again, it could be a little wonky with people setting up MetaMask sometimes.
Yeah.
But other than that, there you go. You hook it up to PayPal, and that's everybody uses that,
Right.
That's great.
And this is, you can buy the ETH with it. I'm just wondering when, and I don't see where you reverse it out from ETH to your PayPal.
Yeah.
And then you're in and out.
That's the tricky one, Tim.
That's the tricky one. Coming back out.
I do CoinZoom. That's what I do.
Yes. Yes. I do love CoinZoom. But that's my adoption news for the night.
Yeah, that is
MetaMask and PayPal matching up.
That is. I love it. Excellent. Yeah. Good stuff, man. That is exciting. Great find.
Oh yeah. Good stuff. What do you got, Ray?
Right
Give
on.
it to us.
Let me show you here real quick.
Did you get through all the comments? Or you want me to start looking at them?
No, just Steve. I didn't get to Steve. You can pop Steve up there.
Sure.
Let me allow. And first, I want to start, like you said, social bees, right? I know everybody with the countdown and went over there and you go, I got my wallet already connected. So I'm going to go over here and look, this is what it says, right? It says, My Hive, bees at work. And if I could tell you anything, Tim, I could tell you that the devs on our team that are in our group, they are the hardest working bees I've ever seen. So I know that that's what it says. That's what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
Even too, I know, about gas and things like that. There's a big thing with all these meme coins that are going on. And I would just, I would ask people to go and take a look and see what it is when you push contracts and things like that. I know we all talk about gas on this end, but it's you should be curious of how when you're pushing a smart contract or something like a DAO governance thing or anything, what is that? How's that? I wonder, if I'm just doing a transaction with the token and my gas is 50, 60 bucks, I wonder how much it is when you're pushing, a whole couple different smart contracts. Just saying, think
Right.
about stuff like that, right? But this is what I'm saying, just popping it out here. When you go over there, it says bees at work. I can guarantee you they are at work, and they are the hardest working bees in our group, right?
Nice.
So I
I
just
love
want
it.
to touch on that. And then this, I don't know if I want to list, because we know a lot. There's a lot of corruption and ridiculousness, but we'll listen to this real quick. But this is guy, I like this guy. Tim, number one is Creative Commons, right? So
Mhm.
he's a good dude where he's always kind of just sharing good information. But it goes into the same thing with the SEC, Gary Gensler, our government, everything that they're doing to trying to suppress, right, this technology. So give it a listen. I think you should be able to hear it.
There was a leak document,
Can
and
you
it
hear
was
it?
made public by Eleanor
Yep.
Terry, and she is a Fox Business journalist. I will link her Twitter account in the description below. And this was a document or a memo that was circulating among Democratic members. This is on May 9th. And the reason for that is because on May 10th, there was a joint hearing with the House Financial Service Committee, Subcommittee on Digital Assets and FinTech. And what it said, I just want to direct your attention to numbers 3, 4, 5, 6. And the first one here, it talks about, again, it's a little bit divisive between Republicans and Democrats, but it says Republicans have decided to embark on a partisan pursuit of sweeping digital asset legislation. And they want a new framework for crypto industries that neither the Biden administration, investors, SEC, or their financial regulators have called on Congress to do so. First of all, I'm an investor. And me personally, I have called on Congress to do this exact same thing, which is I would need a little bit of regulatory clarity, because the problem that is right now is that we don't have it. So when we talk about investors, well, that's false. When we talk about other regulatory bodies, well, the CFTC is actually arguing with the SEC as to what is a commodity, because of the CFTC, and what is a security, that's the SEC. Of course, they want each to regulate those because they want more power in the system. And lastly, when it talks about the Biden administration, that's also false. There was this nice little fact sheet that was put out not too long ago. White House releases its first ever comprehensive framework. Now I just take a look at Congress here. It says this: Congress itself, let me go up a little bit, recommended steps for Congress and regulators to make stablecoins safer. Building this work, the administration plans to take the additional following steps, which it calls on Congress to do so. So again, if we take a look at this, it is calling for those things. Now, the one thing it does get right is that the SEC is deaf.
And I'm going to read the other one because he goes into it. But it's crazy. Like here, this 4 he's talking about, the problem isn't ambiguity. It's a mass non-compliance with existing laws. And crypto companies can't be let off the hook. The U.S. has a regulatory system that has worked well and sustained massive innovation in the financial system for decades. We can't invent new accommodating regulatory structures simply because crypto companies refuse to follow clear rules of the road. We just saw what was he on, whatever the video he was on, where he was in front of Congress and he wouldn't even say if it was a security, right? Do you remember that, Tim? Okay, it's all good. So down here it says, is it a turf war? If no one is fighting, is it a turf war? Both the SEC and the CFTC are aligned on the fact that the SEC is the regulator to determine if crypto assets are securities, and the SEC has made clear that nearly all crypto assets are securities. End of story. But what, Bitcoin? There's all kinds of stuff that people have no idea. But if this is what they're going at, I don't know what the heck. Again, oh, that's us. Hold on, let me get that over here, and let me see here. Irish. This is also going into all governments, especially central banks. Man, I mean, it's ridiculous, right? I mean, these are the guys that are going to get knocked in the head if this goes the way, obviously, decentralization we want it to go. So Ireland's central bank urges crackdown on crypto Ponzi schemes, right?
Right.
But then just over here, we were just reading in the U.S., they want you to think of it as securities. But why would they, let something that's a Ponzi scheme be classified as a security? It gets goofy because, again, I laugh because If anybody doesn't know what's coming up in the beginning of June, mid-June, if Congress and everybody doesn't agree to raise the debt ceiling, they're going to default on things. The United States government will default on payments.
Yes.
So that's payments to Social Security, right? Well, what is that? How is that not a Ponzi scheme, right? So
Yeah.
they have this machine that can just print money, and if they can't print it, then what? Oh, they don't have the money? It's ridiculous to listen to these people, right? So I'm just kind of going on a little bit of a rant here, but this bank in Irish, the central bank in Ireland, is saying that Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. So it's just funny to hear from these types of folks what they think this cryptocurrency stuff is.
Right.
And then
there he is.
There he is. This is from today. The SEC stands ready to help as crypto startups face wave of enforcement action. So the lead regulator says crypto firms tend to be built on false narratives. There you go. Maybe kind of like what those centralized planners did, right? They're pretty false, I believe, as well, because they're not backed by anything. The rules have already been published. This is what we were just talking about. What he's saying. So this was in the Atlanta Fed. So I was down there in Atlanta today, but I didn't get to go to the Atlanta Fed.
You didn't knock on the door?
No, I was down in Atlanta, but I wasn't at the Atlanta Fed.
Yeah. So nobody's home anyway.
No, they wouldn't let me in. Old challenges and new clothes. Speakers included Gensler and other prominent financial authorities. I don't know how you call them prominent financial authorities, but that's what they say. So this ongoing case, I think it's very interesting. Again, backing, kind of what Coinbase is. I know it's a centralized exchange, but they're doing the work for all of crypto. So, like I said, this guy, it says it's a false narrative that they are decentralized. He said they tend towards centralization, and you can find a website and a team of entrepreneurs around most of these. He went on to say that their business models tend to be built on taking customers' funds and commingling them. And again, yes, for the FTX guy that they let slide, that was their buddy, and they were funneling money to Ukraine. Yeah, that's exactly what was happening. So, of course, that's what this centralization is. That kid was creating paper Bitcoin, right? Just like banks do with paper silver, paper gold, all of that ridiculousness. But rant over. I'll stop with all that stuff. This is also good. Look at good old Zimbabwe. Sells millions of gold-backed crypto tokens despite IMF. So the IMF is warning Zimbabwe.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Don't be doing it. And there you go. Zimbabwe rolling out their first gold-backed cryptocurrency. So what is wrong with that? How's that a Ponzi scheme? This country is trying to back it by gold, which our money used to be backed by.
Yes.
And it's no longer. So here we go. Zimbabwe is doing it. And what? The World Bank, IMF, says don't. It's kind of weird, isn't it? I wonder why. The Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe has sold 14 billion Zimbabwean dollars worth of gold-backed digital tokens, worth around $39 million, despite a warning from the International Monetary Fund. So on May 12th, the Central Bank of Zimbabwe announced that it had received 135 applications for a total of 14.07 billion Zimbabwean dollars to buy the gold-backed cryptocurrency. Good for them.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I'm rooting for this. That's what I'm saying. So this is the kind of stuff that we do and we should talk about and kind of, support with content creation. Even us, right? Even the spaces. People should talk about this. Good for Zimbabwe, right? A lot of that people don't realize is that's how they get their, thumb of oppression from these central banks. And, and like that's what they've been doing for years, man. Decades, right? They get these.
I mean, how can the International Monetary Fund not be supportive of a country taking their gold and monetizing it for their people?
Right.
I mean, it just saying that one sentence, doesn't that make sense? Doesn't it? Okay, they have gold assets, and they want to leverage that for their people and make their crypto worth something. I just think that that's amazing, and I don't know why the IMF would be warning them not to do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we do, but yeah, I mean, you know, I know you do too, but it's because they can't control that. And yeah, my goodness, a real backed currency. Great for them. Good for them. This is a great thing for Bitcoin, Tim. Bitcoin addresses the holding one BTC. Bitcoin addresses holding one BTC or more reach 1 million. So you can see there's 1 million wallets on Glassnode, and like I said, we all know that some people have a couple of different wallets, but that's great. We always talk about, you know, when you look at a cryptocurrency and the you know, the tokenomics of it, that's a great when you can see 1 million different wallets that hold one Bitcoin. That's a great thing. So, and what it's talking about is Glassnode is this right here. It's just a source where you can find all these different graphs and things. But yeah, this gold thing, right? Where is it? This is addresses with the balance of 1, and this is the black one is the price of Bitcoin. So there you go, steadily rising. You know, really never had a dip. I don't know where this was. You know, probably
16.
one of those, probably like a Mount Gox thing or something. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's never really been a kind of a dip, maybe here or there, but steadily climbing. That's a good looking graph for people that are all about you know, Bitcoin maxis. So here you go. This is last two things I got here, and it's interesting because we always are talking about Web3 and NFTs and how are you part of this creator economy. So it's again, it's neat. This is what we've always been talking about because NFTs are going to be your identifier in this Web3 system. And you can see that with bees, but now what's cool is you can see that with monsters. And I'm going to read in here, and I think you'll see how you would be able to kind of use both of that, right? A recent report from the Influencers Club suggests that the creator economy was worth over 100 billion in 2022, right? But it kind of, you know, obviously took a little, you know, back because of all the stuff that was going on, but it also kind of, especially some of this stuff with YouTube and the TikToks, really exploded. So, you know, I guess there's a win or lose both, right? The creator economy is expanding in other ways too with the and I use it. I'm gonna be straight up. I've been using this artificial intelligence like crazy. The Chat GPT, it's just great to kind of just flesh out your ideas and go back and forth with this guy. And you really do. You gotta you know, really read what it's saying because you can't take it as in whole and just kind of use it. You gotta obviously kind of read it, use it, and make it your own. However, creators face a number of challenges that will likely become more severe as the economy grows. One of the major problems is that creators often find themselves locked in and I remember talking about this 4 years ago, Tim. Remember Instagram, you got Facebook, they own all your content. We gave them everything. We gave them the kitchen sink. Remember when Musk just came in, right? He's bringing the kitchen sink. But we gave them everything and they own it. It is theirs. Like, look at us, Tim. We're creating all this content for YouTube. And if YouTube decides, hey, you know, you guys can't do a channel anymore, they can do that. And they can keep all that content. There's nothing we can do, right? So, you know, that's the problem. And this is what we envision Web3 technology, what it's going to fix, okay? So, I mean, you know, obviously cryptocurrency and NFT tokens, creators have an opportunity to break free of their reliance or centralized platforms. And we can gain full control. The creator economy owes its existence to Web 2. We can still use that Web 2. Tim, that's what I've been, you know, like kind of hanging out with you and working with all the kind of stuff. When we were doing the sports thing, we were doing all that. I loved how we could see what was wrong with Web 2 and how we can envision how to fix it with Web 3. Again, I know everybody's not there yet. We can explain it to them, but until everybody kind of really sees it and there's this thing that they can use where they are using NFTs, they are using cryptocurrency, there is maybe something that can track that it's a real person on this blockchain. That's what everybody's kind of waiting for. And, you know, like I said, though, that was very interesting to kind of go through all that and try to get people to understand what really all this is. And man, that's what's so exciting. You can see it in so many, you know, business models, how you can move them from here to the Web3. and how it's going to be so much greater for them. Might not be good for the intermediaries, right? The people that would either control that website or have control of that content. Might not be good for the middleman, right? But it's going to be great for the content creators, and it's going to be great for fans. So, that's what like I said, that's what I'm excited about is what's going on there, right? And I should drop this thing, this site or this link in here because it's it's a great read for anybody that's starting to think about creating content or what Web3 means, more power for creators. And creators can be anything. I mean, if you are, and the next one is the AI chatbot. If you're not starting to mess around with that thing and seeing how much more creative, how much more efficient, and all the different things that you can do with that, there's nothing really stopping you. And you know what's crazy, Tim, is I play a lot of goofy Amazon games, especially when me and my wife play like Family Feud and just word games. We like word games. I saw and I recognized it immediately. The word game that we were using with the pictures, and then it has different blocks of where the different letters would be.
Yeah,
they were using it was all AI, man. I mean, they couldn't. I'm sure they knocked that out in like a week, man. But it's amazing. I mean, well, I remember doing it 2 years ago with these games, and then now seeing a new one, I just downloaded. I was like, man, look at that! What a great idea. I mean, of course, who wouldn't do that? You know how easy you could spin up a game like that and launch it on Amazon. It's crazy, man. I mean, like I said, my head's spinning when I start thinking about any of that stuff. So this AI,
even FOMO spun up a Jeopardy on last week on his Spaces.
That's right.
We were having fun listening to that.
It is. Hey, he was saying maybe we should do some of that on YouTube. I mean, I could do that. Remember that game I had where people can literally play that? That would be fun. Maybe we can do something like that.
Yeah.
So this AI chatbot has learned the difference between good and evil, Tim. So Anthropic's Claude AI has developed a set of ethical principles through a constitution and can handle prompts the size of a book.
Oh boy.
And I'm going to show you, dude. It's crazy. But hey, this is, I was listening when I was on FOMO Space, and I was very, it was great to hear. I love analogies when you can kind of just, make it very simple for people to understand. Well, H, and we all know H is over on the other side of the world, but he likened AI. He's like, well, a knife is dangerous too. He's like, I could stab you in the face with a knife, right? He's like, but I cut it. I can cut my, my dinner and use it for that way too. So that's something that simple, or like a fire. I mean, you're talking about caveman days, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We all had, that's technology to them. And you could do it to harm people with a fire, or you can use it to cook your food. And like I said, when I heard it was great, because I was like, it is right on, man. And that's what we should all look at with this thing. Yes, it's so powerful. It is. This is a very powerful technology. But people like this, at least he's trying to get it, dialed in of where at least has morals, like ethics that, hey, I can't go past here. Who knows? But listen, it's out, right? There's no stopping. There's no stopping it now. But
I think they take it for granted because I think when you set up the computer and you say, you give it a constitution, right? I think that's what they're calling it in this article. When you set up those parameters, the computer, wouldn't go past those parameters, and therefore, it's not going to be like, oh, if I just turned a little more evil, maybe I could make it better for me. I don't think I don't think that's right around the corner. It's in every movie that has, the aware consciousness computer, that all of a sudden it turns evil and it just wants to destroy humans.
Right.
When you set out the rules, they play by the rules, and that's why. Well, what was it? The IBM 3000, who played Kasparov in the chess.
Right.
The computer didn't make up new rules or gaming stuff, ways to beat him. It played by the rules, and it just did it faster than he could. And actually, but the dude actually ended up beating it, right? They went back and forth on who won, I think. But that's not what the computer was designed to do. And that's the whole thing. It was designed to know every move in chess that could possibly be made. It didn't create its own moves. It never created its own stuff and different ways to move the chess pieces. So, I think when you load up all this stuff into AI and you ask it to learn about it, but give it rules, it's not going to venture outside that. So
Right.
I doubt that it's going to be handled like that, unless because somebody knows good and evil and they go try and, jump those, parameters and say, let's think up the most evil way to, torture people or whatever. That's garbage in, garbage out. Those are bad people training the computer to do bad things.
Right.
Just like the steak knife.
Yeah.
You're either eating steak or you're doing bad things with it.
Yeah.
So
No,
we had steak last night. It was delicious.
The amazing thing, and I want to play it. You might not understand or see get what this video is showing you, but introducing 100K context windows. That we've expanded Claude's context windows to 100,000 tokens of text, corresponding to around 75,000 words. Submit hundreds of pages of material for Claude to digest and analyze. Conversations with Claude can go on for hours or days. Right. So right now, what they're going to do is upload, I think it's Netflix. So you'll see, but they're going to upload all this data of Netflix into Claude, and Claude is going to be a business analyst and put out a report for this. So it's just crazy what we're seeing here. Yeah. But watch again. It might not be interesting, but wait till you get to about halfway and you start seeing, and there's no volume, so don't there. Yeah. It's just showing you that you can, and they're uploading it, right? They're just uploading the text. You see it, Netflix. It is Netflix 10K text. So they're just uploading. There you go, the information, and look at all the pages, right?
Yeah.
And now, here it is. It's spitting out. Look how, and it was saying it was only within minutes, right?
Right.
And it's spitting this out. That's good stuff, man. I mean, I know that you can hire and get people to do that, but listen, this is pretty incredible. I don't know what you say, number crunch, just everything.
Research.
Yeah, I mean, just that alone is bonkers. So, again, it's a crazy world we're going to about to embark on.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
Nice. Good stuff. I threw up George there. Good evening. Great content. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
And Ariel says, good evening, everyone. Yeah, good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's found anything else with AI or what's their favorite tool. Put it in the chat, put it in the comments, or leave a comment after the show, because that's always good. And we'll do a little research on those and pull them together. But, like, share, subscribe, and comment after the show. Is always good stuff. Thank you very much, everybody. Tomorrow's Tuesday night, Ray. Have you heard any rumors about poker or anything else?
No.
No. All right.
Well, yeah, I think maybe he was looking forward to it.
Well, there was a couple glitches last week, and not because I came in fourth, but there was real glitches, and I think he might be working that out. So we'll see. You got to tune in tomorrow to see if we play some poker, but that'd be fun.
Yeah.
And we'll play some poker with each other, and then we'll get after it. But we'll be back again tomorrow night, right, Ray?
Right on, man. Yep, absolutely. Appreciate you.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much, and we'll see you then.
Bye-bye.